Welcome to the RAJE podcast with Ryan, Aiden, Jamie, and myself.
Who are you?
Who the fuck are you?
I'm Ethan.
No, you're not.
What do you do though?
Like in my free time?
No, what do you do in the podcast?
Oh, in the podcast? I put the E in RAJE.
No. Okay,
Oh,
so I actually put
really?
the E in Rage. My name's Ryan.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on here, but I put the J in Rage.
Okay, yeah, I guess. Slavery.
What about it?
That's an interesting topic that I'm learning about right now in my U.S. history class.
You know, me too.
How do you feel about black people?
Usually I'm okay.
Yeah, let's talk about this later.
Oh,
I think we just started the
We
podcast.
can talk about this in episode 2. This is not episode 1 material.
yet.
That's fine.
So welcome to the podcast to all our new listeners, which is everyone right now. If you're coming back as a returner, you did
How
that.
did you do that?
Time traveler.
Yeah, congrats, I guess.
We got Marty McFly over here.
I don't know who that
You can
is.
officially say
You've
Marty
never watched
McFly.
Back to the Future?
Oh, I do know who that is.
Oh my
I
God.
have seen Back to the
Can't take
Future.
this guy anyway.
Is
This
his
guy.
name Marty McFly? Is that the main
His
character?
name is Marty McFly.
That's a dumb name.
And then there's Doc Emmett Brown.
What's the worst name?
What?
Aiden.
Oh, that is a bad name.
That would...
I hate
honestly, that's probably the worst name.
The worst letter
I've
is the
ever
one that
heard.
puts the A in Rage.
I would probably agree with that. I would probably be inclined.
Because his name is Aiden, and he puts
welcome,
the A in Rage.
welcome to the Urge podcast.
Yeah. We're rebranding. Take me out of it.
Jer.
All right.
Like Jer works.
We're
J-R-E.
reordering.
Dre.
We're restructuring.
I mean, right now we have Ryan as the first letter. I don't know how we feel about that.
I am the leading cause
Well, yeah,
of
but-
cancellation.
Rage fits.
Yes.
Rage works.
Rage fits.
Rage
You're
is-
the leading letter because we needed an acronym that
It's-
sounded good.
It's
Yes.
the missing piece.
We're recording live.
I'm
from
actually
the
only
Rage
here
room.
on this podcast because Rage needed to be a word.
Yes.
Yeah, well, if we didn't have Ryan, then we'd be the Age podcast, and this isn't for old people.
No.
Yeah.
This is for
Yeah,
the youth.
yeah.
I love the youth.
Kids ages 8 through 12, you can actually fly.
Kids! Ages 8 through 12.
This is actually the second Rage room.
Ride your friend like
We had
an
another Rage
automobile
room.
on
This is
the
like the
highway.
third rage.
We
is
got
the third
we got
Rage room.
kicked out of the first 2 Rage rooms.
Well, we
due
never
to
even made
more
it to the first
important
What was the
things.
first one? We had the other one.
They're practicing for something slightly more important than
Yeah,
this podcast.
that was the
me,
first
I understand
Rage
that, yeah.
That excited?
That excited me a lot.
Would you mind to delve deeper on what that means?
Okay, so when I referred...
I think next week we'll pick a day to record besides Wednesday.
Alright.
So don't get hooked on any kind of like weekly Wednesday uploads.
Yeah, to all our viewers.
Well, I mean, we're not... I
Well, I'm
would
probably
assume...
gonna upload this like Saturday.
I assume we're not uploading it today. We're all busy
Yeah.
making this podcast.
That's true. We're too busy recording this podcast.
we
to
gotta
upload
record this
podcast.
one and then like the next like 3 weeks worth. So
Yeah.
hope you guys are down to like sit here for like 6 hours.
So actually, we're just going to
talking.
upload a
We're getting there.
24-hour podcast every 3 months.
It's only been 3 minutes, guys. This is bad.
We've got another 57 to go, and then our pizza gets here.
Oh,
There are pieces
That's-
here.
your guys' pizza gets here.
Yeah, you're
Oh
pathetic.
yeah,
I hate all of you, actually.
No, you're just broke.
Yeah.
So are you, both of you.
Yeah,
Actually.
but I have cash. I can give.
If I'm
you.
going to be
Can you
real
give me
about
cash?
it,
How much cash do I owe you?
Let me.
I have $3
check the
cash I can
balance.
give you, actually.
That's not gonna be enough.
You have $3
I'll tell you for a fact that will not.
Can I
cut
just
it.
deny it? Oh, sorry, I only got the big bills today.
You can give me big bills.
I'll give you a 5.
That's not.
That's
gonna
a
be
big
enough.
bill.
Let's see. What did I get charged? I don't actually know.
It's all fun and games till Big Pizza comes and takes your money.
This is all a scam by Big,
Big pizza is one.
To our audio listeners, this is the sound
Of a bag.
of all my money.
That's Jamie's $4,000 cash he has in his
4,000.
wallet.
Yeah, but it.
Sorry, 4,001.
It just looks a lot like $3 $1.
Jamie's
bills.
actually doing a money spread with over 10 grand right now.
I am.
Okay,
You
so
just
you owe
gave
me
it all
like
to
you
Aiden.
owe me
You
like
can't see
like 11 more of these probably.
Okay.
I'll give you like $10.
So am I just getting scammed because I paid
Do
for
you
it?
want me to give you
Well,
another
how much was
5?
it? How
Okay,
much was
I don't know, but I feel like it was more than $13.
I'll give you another 5.
Well, don't you have to pay for some too, so you're eating?
That's true. Are we paying for your meal now?
No,
Oh,
you're
he's actually
not.
scamming them.
You are not
He's actually
paying
scamming
for
you
that.
guys.
It was a
Scammer gets scammed.
I think we
like-
should turn on him.
I'm about to
should
rage.
him.
It was $30 before I paid.
Guys, this
for-
could be a
for
rage
them to
reference.
Guys, this
bring it to me.
podcast is all the rage.
Yeah.
That's
Guys-
what I've been hearing out on the streets.
That's what I've been out on the streets a lot too.
Yeah. Do you have a home?
That's a good question.
I actually found my way here because there was a poster
Wait,
on the wall that
what-
says, "Can
what
you be
makes
in this
a house a
podcast?"
home?
And they were specifically talking
Yeah, we
about
were we were casting for this pod.
First
and
topic
we
of the
found
day.
Ryan.
it was age, and then
What makes a house a home?
That's
You
your
know,
question.
I find that my home is filled with my friends and
Houses?
my loved ones
Oh.
and my
Well, as a man who doesn't have any of those,
Yeah.
a home is usually where I jack off.
Oh.
Well, there's a difference between home and room.
No, yeah, because, like... Don't
My
you
home
do-
is one
Don't
room.
you do that, like, here, too?
Well,
Like, you've done that in the
He has
living
but
room.
multiple
here's the
homes.
thing. Here's the
Like,
thing.
you've
It's
got a lot
about
of
the
homes
feeling
then.
of how I feel comfortable, or do I feel safe? Do I feel in private?
Do you feel in
security?
jeopardy?
Yeah.
Not when I'm at home.
Like, if you were to whip it out right now,
Exactly.
how would you feel?
I mean, it's just you guys.
So, like, would this be home?
This is home.
Can you make it home?
The rage room is my home.
Wherever the rage room- wherever the rage room is.
I don't know the
I
next
don't know the lyrics.
Oh my god.
I think home is whatever you make it. Home can be anything.
All right.
That's-
All
generic.
right.
There's some
Yeah,
heartfelt
get out.
words
This
from
guy's gonna
Jamie
see a
here.
stump.
We're
in
taking the
middle.
J out of rage.
You're right.
Right?
Yeah, we can be Ray. We can be
The drop
R.
of golden
we
sun.
can be R.
Era.
No, just like we are.
We
Oh,
are.
shit, yeah.
We are.
If
Would
we
you
get-
be we are
if we
are?
get rid
Guys,
of
it's
you.
the first episode. Let's not kick anybody out yet.
Okay. Well, don't say any cringy shit like that again, okay?
Fine.
What?
Home is the rage room.
Home is the
That's
rage
real.
Rage
My
room.
home is the
Can
rage
we call
room.
this the rage room?
This is
This
the rage
is the
room.
rage room.
Oh, shit.
Well,
What do you
this
mean?
is-
Can we
this
call
is
it
one
that?
of the rage
It's-
rooms.
This
That's what
was
Mr. Clint calls it.
Oh, yeah.
so for
The real rage
Well,
room
now
is
you have to
the
explain
friends who
to Mr.
belong
For
to
those of
life.
you listening in, we're currently in what's called the synth closet because there's synths in here. We're sitting on top of synthesizers right now.
Some of our listeners may know where it is. It's kind of hidden though.
You've now doxed us.
We'll bleep
We haven't
that.
said our last names, but I think there's only. Oh, never mind. I was about to say there's only one Jamie in the school, and then I thought of instantly.
no, there's only one Jamie in the rage room.
Right
We
now.
all know there's only one Ethan.
So, like, if
Yeah.
listeners were to barge into this,
But if you guys do want to know, Jamie does have a luxurious beard.
yeah, audio
Stroking
listeners.
right now.
Aiden
He is
there.
stroking my beard.
yeah, audio listeners as opposed to our video listeners, Jamie has a great beard.
We're all stroking Jamie.
Yeah,
over
if you
this.
guys are ever out and about and you see an 18-year-old hot bearded man,
And he's 18, so legal.
And
he's
white,
18.
very white.
very white.
so white, with
Oh.
nice hairy arms, he's probably
in
Jamie.
fact, I'm going to show you guys a picture right now.
He is holding
actually-
up a picture.
he's gonna
I
be
am
the
holding up a
thumbnail.
picture.
Audio listeners, they're lying to you. They're
I'm
not
holding
showing a
up
picture.
Jamie right now. Actually, that's my picture.
We could say anything,
I don't
and
mind.
audio listeners would have to believe it.
Why do we keep referring to them as audio listeners? As if there
Audio
are
listeners, I
would
am
ever
black,
be video
6'10",
listeners.
and I am 260 pounds.
This is true.
I'm jacked.
I can't believe Ryan is a professional basketball player.
I am. D1.
Yeah.
Well, that's not
D1.
professional. Well, actually, I guess it is. Maybe.
I don't know. You're in the
You can
first
be
division.
professionally D1.
Okay, new topic. Should,
Audio
D1
listener-
should D1 basketball
Sorry.
players be paid in college?
No, I don't think anyone should be paid for anything.
Yeah, I should.
That's the problem
they,
with
like-
today's economy.
I should
Yeah.
be paid.
People are getting paid too much to do stuff.
People are getting paid to do stuff. That's the problem.
I think
Yeah.
that is the.
Communism?
Communism.
I do everything for free.
Yeah.
No, fun fact.
Nice.
The Federal Reserve lowered interest rates by 0.25%.
What?
Ooh.
Yes, can you
That's-
believe this?
Let's talk about that.
Yeah, let's talk about that for a second. So my boy Jerome Powell, he's
Uh-huh.
the head of the Federal.
Boy, yeah.
My boy. And I asked him, dude, we kind of need an expansionary monetary policy.
Right.
Low key. Because I'm kind of going broke here. I
Right.
couldn't afford pizza today.
Right.
So
This
he
is
lowered
true.
interest rates by 0.25%.
Just for you.
Just for me, but like, I still don't have any money. So I can't really spend
Well,
it.
let's
Well,
hear
it's
some good news. My Mountain Mike's pizza order has been.
If you
It's
have
about
zero,
the hustle, though. It's
if
about
you,
the
if
grind.
you have $0, that is more than what I have.
That's true.
Yes, 'cause you are
I
negative.
was 9 cents in debt.
Audio listeners, Ethan is in debt.
Audio listeners, he's actually holding up his bank account right now. We can see.
We'll make it the thumbnail.
And he's doing the Mr. Beast face. He's like,
I have negative 9 cents in my bank account.
Today we went in debt.
It's all the rage.
We have 9 minutes so far.
Debt is all the
I
rage.
can see
guys,
that.
what do you think of Lunchley? Have you had it?
Like the product.
The
I like my
product.
cheese drippy.
You
bro.
know,
I like my cheese drippy as well.
I asked for it and they were sold out at Target. They didn't
So that
have
must
it.
mean
were
they're doing
sold
tragedy.
out.
Yeah,
but
well,
that's
either they were sold out or
like
they
a good
all
thing.
went bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see that
Actually,
picture
is
of
this,
the?
is this Bluetooth?
There's not
Audio
relevant.
listeners, he's holding up a bad dragon.
Audio listeners, I was holding up what was supposed to be our mic, but it didn't work.
It was
so we're
a
using-
blue Yeti.
We're using Ethan's phone.
This is my phone.
It is no.
Hopefully, next episode we'll have better equipment.
Maybe.
We shall see.
Are you shaming myself?
Yeah, the equipment next
I am.
episode is going to be the thumbnail for this episode. Just so you guys know.
So yeah, back onto the topic of the inflation rate being lowered.
Yeah.
Mm.
How do you guys think that'll affect your
I mean-
real estate that you own?
Out of all of the real estate that I own.
I have a $600 million mansion that I own myself.
Dude, I have a
Audio
$4
listeners,
estate.
that's like $600 million.
I mean, my like
Because they can't see it, so they can't tell.
Yeah.
I
he
have
signed
this $2 billion home
yeah.
out
Casual
in
mistake.
Bel Air.
Slip of the tongue.
You know,
I mean,
all
you
the
don't
time.
want to see my $3 estate.
Oh yeah.
That's true.
It's pretty wild.
You don't.
$3
It's
Bloxburg
so it's
estate.
a sack. I sleep in a sack.
He sleeps here in the.
I sleep in the rage
I mean, the
room in a
the
sack.
mobility of it is insane.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I take my home everywhere with me.
For audio listeners, Jamie's drinking
He works
water
from
right
home.
Jamie is currently taking a sip. He is hydrating like the good boy that he is.
now. So none of us
Yeah.
brought water except for him, so he's smart. Oh, never mind.
That's not true.
Aiden is also
Audio
now
listeners,
taking
Aiden also brought a water
Aiden
bottle.
is Aiden, give us a nice hearty gulp of that.
I don't think they could hear that. They might be able to hear that. I see spikes in the sound quality here, so I
in our
think they
sound
might have been
waves.
able to hear in gold.
Yeah, so listeners, Ethan and Ryan are already parched. But
Yeah,
yeah,
I
it's just
am
episode.
parched.
I am
Whenever I talk
parched.
for too long, I get parched.
Whenever I
No.
talk for more than 2 seconds, I get parched.
Oh.
Like right now.
You ever watch
So-
Rango?
Yes.
So I'm
Is that
actually
the chameleon that
I'm-
like
Chameleon-
shoots the
I'm-
guy?
cowboy.
I'm the
Yeah, okay.
chameleon, but
Yeah.
like before he found water.
Oh, yeah.
dum.
We'll put a picture of that on the screen.
For our audio listeners,
For our video
Rango
listeners,
is a
actually.
I'm not
lizard.
doing all that editing. It's just gonna be a still image of our
Okay,
logo
so
that I'm gonna
Ethan-
draw tonight.
Ethan, you did in fact research how much space this was going to take on your phone.
Yes,
So how much is that?
I believe this hour should be
$5?
about 1 gig, and I
$10?
cleared like 6 gigs off my phone, so
Nice.
we should be okay.
What were those 6
Okay.
gigs? What did they contain?
So I deleted Clash of Clans and Township.
So you're saying that we only have 6 episodes?
Well, they don't
Well,
have
I'm
to
gonna
stay on his
I'm
phone.
gonna transfer them to my
Well, no,
computer.
for like history. Good
So
time.
our-
They'll be on his
They're gonna
computer.
be on my computer at home.
You can like upload things off of your phone.
No, that can't happen.
It's impossible.
So for audio listeners, Ryan doesn't think that he's that
For audio listeners, Ryan's kind of a dumbass.
Yeah.
Sorry guys. For
It does
audio
mean,
listeners only, I'm trying to
unfortunately,
play
that-
devil's advocate.
Unfortunately, our episode limit is about 6.5 hours. We cannot record more than 6.5 hours of an episode. So
Thank God.
if you wanted the 7-hour special, not happening. Sorry.
You'll have
Well-
to come to our live
Well,
show.
we'll have to delete Brawl Stars.
Which would be 7 hours.
We're gonna be at VidCon next year.
We will.
We will. I shall be out there this year.
If this
Just me.
because we're uploading these on YouTube.
Yes.
If this YouTube channel gets to 200,000 subscribers within a year, we will go to VidCon.
Within
I'm
a
already
week,
going to VidCon
actually.
because I have a
Within
I
a
have channel
week,
with 60
we need
million
200,000
subscribers.
subscribers in a week.
Audio listeners out there, I do have a channel.
Please share with your friends, and you will get to meet the wonderful Jamie.
Audio
who puts
listeners,
the J
Ethan
in
just
rage.
cut me
You'll be able to
off.
see the wonderful Jamie
You will.
and the wonderful
Everybody
Aiden
wants to see the wonderful Jamie.
and the
Well,
wonderful
because
Ethan
we
and
remarked about his
wonderful
beard, and
Ryan.
now they need to see it.
Exactly.
It's like imagine like a dwarf with like beards down to like their stomach. That's what I have.
A dwarf is an understatement.
Yeah,
except he has height.
Yes.
He's a dwarf with the height.
6'6".
Tall.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
and his hair feels so nice to like.
Kind of weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For audio listeners here, Jamie's tall.
Jamie's hair also grows perfectly vertically.
It really
It
does.
does though.
He has a natural mohawk.
If we ever have
Faux hawk.
someone who like
Faux
makes
hawk,
fan
I'm
art,
sorry,
if they
yeah.
try to draw Jamie just off of our description,
I'm also
think
like
they-
I'm
okay,
so jacked.
they would probably get a
I'm like
Trolls doll.
Any artists out here? Can we get somebody?
like
to
280
do some fan
pounds
art
of
of
pure
Jamie?
muscle.
Yeah.
That's me.
Yeah, so for audio listeners, that's not true.
So for audio listeners, Jamie is about 3'2". He's really scrawny.
He weighs 4 pounds and it's all his hair.
His hair standing up is taller than
The
him.
other pound is just
Take
his
whichever
spine.
interpretation you want.
Yeah. But it's one of those two.
One of
There's no in
those is
between.
100% true.
Yeah.
And the other one's entirely false.
Two
Yeah.
truths.
2 doors.
Oh, maybe-
Oh, should we play two truths and a
We
lie?
should play two truths
right
and a lie,
now.
yeah.
Well, someone's got to cook one up. We can't just sit here in silence.
Okay, Ryan, you want to think of
Alright,
one?
let
And
me
we'll,
think
we'll
of
talk about
one.
something else.
All right,
now.
yeah, the three of us are going to chat about politics. So
How much we
that
hate Ryan.
election,
That
Oh.
election, they elected somebody.
I can't.
Oh, she's just gonna dox
Did you
us
see
again.
that? Did you see that George Washington won the 1776 election?
We're gonna have to bleep out
Landslide. It was a landslide. He didn't even have an opponent.
That's not. It's a 1789 election.
Oh shit!
So first you said, and there are 2 high schools, but now you've located to.
Beep.
These names will be bleed.
Will they actually?
You will not. They will be bleep. This
I
is
will.
like,
I'm going to remember.
I mean,
is around the.
and public names.
stop. No, but like only for one district.
Well, I mean, the plaques are all around the city.
Yeah, one city.
Okay.
Hey, if anybody wants a good time, go to.
Shit.
You guys are just making this editing a pain. for me.
Okay. So.
It asks for Mr. Ryan.
All right.
That is where Ryan lives.
Fuck.
That's his house.
Please,
Nice.
please,
We are just
gentlemen, I'm going to have to bleep all of that.
Okay.
This is gonna take
Live from.
Cut it out though, but just bleep it.
Yeah, that's the
Okay.
plan.
Have you thought of your 2 truths and a lie?
So I was completely.
I hate you.
I was blindsided from when you just released all of my information to the public.
Not just the public, the internet.
The internet. That's even worse.
For audio listeners, we did say all of his information.
For audio listeners, my address is.
Okay, please, you're making this
Audio
such a
listeners.
It's not funny anymore.
It's just painful for me
Yeah.
because I was really gonna spend like 5 minutes editing this.
For
Now
audio
like,
listeners,
an
Ethan
extra
is going to
5
be the
minutes.
editor, and he's going to have to bleep out all my information. 'cause
Guys,
he
Ethan
screamed
has
it.
to listen back to this episode.
I'm gonna
That
have
sounds
to listen to
awful.
it all
Okay,
the
how
way
about this?
through.
Can we come to agreement?
Yeah.
We'll not do any of that
No-
anymore.
No
So-
more doxing.
no
No more doxing.
From this
so
moment
Ethan,
on.
Let me speak. Okay. For audio listeners, it just flicked his tongue at me. From now on, let's not dox anymore. So Ethan has, the peace of mind to know that everything bad was before 20 minutes.
And he doesn't have to
Thank you,
listen to this episode again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to listen.
I can't
to
imagine
this
who
all
would
the
ever want to listen to this episode.
time. They must be a real loser.
They would. They must have to be.
So, anyways, we're gonna be making Rage merchandise.
Coffee cups, hats,
Shirts.
make America rage
sweatshirts.
again.
That'd be a great one.
That would be fire.
Be Jamie's
We do
face.
that.
Mara hats. We can have Mara hats. You can say it like that.
Mara.
Which one of us would be most likely to run for president, do you think, in like 2040?
Definitely.
I think Ryan. Yeah.
I am definitely a
We
president.
haven't had
You're
an Asian
definitely,
president
you're
yet.
definitely like an egotistical, power hungry.
I would be the first
Yes.
black president.
There are a couple of things wrong with this sentence.
Okay.
Hey.
For audio listeners, Obama was elected. By the way.
Also, Ryan is not
No, he
black.
is. He is though.
I am
Oh,
black.
sorry.
He might be.
You'll never know.
There's really bad lighting in the Rage
You
room.
won't be able to know until we go to VidCon, so.
Get-
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Can't see.
Yeah.
Yeah,
For audio
yeah.
listeners, Jamie's blocking my face with his hands now.
So that I can't tell whether or not he's black.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Jamie.
Do you have your truth and lie yet?
No.
Oh my
I've
god.
given up on
It's
that.
been like 5 minutes
I've
since we
given-
said
I've
we were
given
gonna do
up
this.
on
I go back to work.
No, I
You know,
don't.
Jimmy, do you want to think of one then, and then we'll chat?
Not really.
Oh my god.
See, no one was
Somebody
into the
has
two
to
truths
do
and a
it.
lie. I think it was a bad fucking idea.
I
Yeah,
wonder
whoever
who said
said
that.
It was
Stupid.
you. Oh, okay. For audio listeners, we just all collectively scratched our heads with our index finger.
Wow.
Inquisitively, might I add.
Inquisitively. So George Washington, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, what about this guy?
Landslide election. 1789. He was the only person who ran.
Complete landslide.
Yeah.
Every single vote, all 13 colonies.
Yes.
Ridiculous.
Great president though.
Well, arguable. He abandoned our French allies.
Slave owner!
Well,
I mean, they can't all work.
but that's not really a president thing. That's like this character.
That's just like a person.
But yeah,
like, everybody's doing it.
He like, we were like, yo,
was a fad
French,
back then.
help us get independence. And they
Yeah.
were like, yeah, we got you, bro. And then they were like, yo, America, help us get independence. And George Washington was like, not our problem.
This is
Good luck.
This is a history podcast now, by the way.
So
You ever watch
you know,
Heimler?
Oh.
he did, he
I've
did
got
have
nothing on
the,
us.
he did have the good, he did step down, which was pretty good. That was
He
pretty
kind of
cool.
set the term limit until FDR kind of came in.
Did he do that?
we're
Was
skipping
that-
ahead a little
He
bit.
took 3 terms. Yeah,
Oh,
FDR.
that scumbag.
Yeah, but there was like a war. He had reason.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
He kind of had to keep
Sure.
things under control.
Sure.
So
Bootlicker.
now that we skipped ahead in time a little, let's talk about Oppenheimer.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Like the movie or like the guy.
The
He
guy.
made a bomb. I've heard.
He made. Well, they made
So
too.
I've heard.
Well, here's
He,
the thing.
like,
I do not know either the bomb or the man or the movie.
Wasn't there a fat man?
you don't know who
And,
Oppenheimer is?
Did he make
I
the
have
fat
heard of
man?
it.
It was the
the
fat
boy.
fat man and the little boy.
Little boy.
Little boy, fat man. Which one was more? I feel like destructive. Like wouldn't
They
the
were
little
both
baby-
the same amount of destructive, but they just
Oh.
hit different cities.
But wouldn't it be so much funnier if the little boy did more damage than the fat man?
More damage.
If got more kills.
Which one does more hit points?
Who
the
got a
boss?
crit?
Got 2 million people.
It was only.
What?
It was 2 million.
Oh,
2
so you're
million
talking about the amount of people
monthly listeners
listening
on our
to
podcast?
our
That's
podcast.
insane.
Oh, I was
can't
gonna say. I
believe-
thought like
I can't believe there were 2
in the
million
thousands
people.
that
Let's
died.
fact check this.
Nagasaki,
information of it.
Hiroshima
For
deaths.
our audio listeners, Jamie is currently looking up the amount of people that died from the atomic
For audio
bombs in
listeners,
World
Jamie
War
told me
II.
not to go on my computer, and he's pulling up his phone.
This is
now.
different. You were playing Block Break on your computer.
For audio listeners, Block Break is a game in which you break blocks with balls.
I would never have guessed. But that's because I'm not an audio.
You
listener.
wouldn't have guessed with the balls.
I have,
For
no,
audio
I have no
listeners-
Wi-Fi in this room, guys. I don't even have a bar.
Yeah, it is.
I'm just
For audio
SOS.
listeners, it
For
says
audio
on
listeners,
the
there's
phone.
no internet in here.
Yeah, the Rage Room Loki sucks.
Well, there's 2 other rates.
well, it's,
relocated.
but it's all the rage.
This is the third Rage.
This is Rage Room 3.
This is Rage Room.
we went through one rage room. I think we talked about this actually.
We did. We
we
talked
didn't
about
talk about,
well, we
like,
didn't
where
talk
they
about the
were.
second one. We talked about the first one.
Well,
the second one
do
we
we
got.
need to
we got-
disclose everything.
So the second rage room we got kicked out of because a violin lesson needed to happen.
I hate that instrument.
So do
It
I.
makes me rage.
It doesn't even sound that good.
No,
It
Yeah,
sounds
look,
like
it takes like 20 years to make it sound decent. You know.
Yeah.
it's like not worth my time.
right.
And like you're telling me you're gonna sit here and kick me out of the rage
I
room
mean,
so
as
you
a
can spend 20
violin
years of
player,
your life.
it's a beautiful instrument. I mean, I've
No.
perfected my craft.
For audio listeners, Ryan plays the flute
For audio listeners, I actually play the violin and the flute.
and the drums.
and the saxophone.
And the yeah,
There
that's
was
about
some
it.
beautiful drumming in that intro we played about 21 minutes ago.
Which will be added in.
About 20
Yeah.
minutes and
It's
It's
33
weird
seconds.
how all the instruments sounded fake.
Almost as if someone.
I thought we were gonna
made them
record it.
Oh, are we gonna
Made
actually
digital.
record it?
Oh,
I think
actually,
that was the plan.
No,
Okay,
plan.
yeah. For audio listeners, we haven't done that yet.
for audio listeners, I don't even know what the intro sounds like.
It is 3 bars.
Yeah, we can do that like
Really fast.
really, really quick.
Well,
Well,
do we have to do it together? I can just have you guys send it in.
I don't
as
have
like
my instrument though.
No, like later. Like just have you like send me a file of your part.
What am I gonna play? The drums.
You're the
Yeah.
one that said we talked about this.
I didn't know that.
We
was
said
for
we were
this.
also
I
gonna
thought you
start a
just-
band.
I thought you just wanted to make a band.
This is the Rage Band.
Yeah, guys, if you haven't heard, we will be starting a band to make songs about the podcast.
Yeah.
And for the podcast, they won't be released anywhere. It'll just be in the podcast.
Yes.
hear anything in the background?
That's
us.
that's our band.
That's our band.
Can we put like astronaut in the ocean behind this?
I think that's
For the
copyrighted.
entire hour.
Yeah.
We don't want this video to get
And
It's
claimed.
on loop and
we,
sped
we
up,
have to
too.
claim that we wrote it.
Yeah.
Because we just claimed that everything behind our podcast.
I'm also going to be making an Instagram and TikTok account, by the way.
And Facebook. We need Facebook.
We do need Facebook. Ooh.
No,
For our audio,
audio
listeners.
listeners.
One of Ryan's pals is trying to find
I
him,
wouldn't
but
say
we're in
pal.
the Rage Room and we cannot
I
disclose
would not
this
say
information.
pal. I would say acquaintance.
Cool.
Does he know that?
I think he thinks we're friends.
That's awkward.
For our audio listeners who might include this man.
I did tell him to listen to the podcast when
Yes.
I
He's
upload
gonna
it.
listen to the podcast.
Well, I mean,
No way he makes it 23 minutes in, though.
I feel like most of this podcast is just us talking to each
Well,
other in a way where it's just.
And then
you have-
sometimes we'll say for audio listeners.
No, it has to be like you had to
Well,
be there.
because it's
I feel like.
it's the first episode.
We're
So
still
we got-
finding our footing.
Yeah.
We need to establish like a theme, basically.
Yeah, we need our roles.
We need
Or,
our
like,
own
topic.
Like,
thing.
who's the alpha of
Oh,
the
shit,
conversations
yeah.
here?
Well, I mean, we had something going with the presidency,
that was
and then we switched to George Washington. So.
well, that was with the presidency.
Oh, we talked about
You want
Oppenheimer.
to actually get political in the Rage podcast?
we don't have to, especially since I don't know anything about politics.
Oh.
All I know is who won the election in 2016.
Yes.
In 20, you don't know what's happened in the last.
Sorry,
in the last-
wait, that's the wrong. 2008.
Oh, okay.
Obama.
Yeah.
Obama.
Type shit.
And you don't know anything since then.
Well, I've heard some rumors about Home Alone 2 star Donald Trump, but
He was thinking about running. I don't think he's gonna do it though.
No,
I don't think
yeah,
he. There's no
for
way.
Sure it's not.
It'd be like someone like Ronald Reagan, like famous movie actor running for president.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, there's just no way.
Is he alive?
Right
Donald
now.
Trump? Oh.
Ronald
Right now.
Carter's still alive.
Carter,
Talk about
he
that.
turned 100 this year.
He's turning 100.
No, he did. It happened.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, can we
birthday's
talk about
passed.
trickle down economics?
I'm saying that I'm sure people have like brought this idea up before, but bring Jimmy Carter back
Yeah.
for the presidency.
Okay, so
That would
guys,
be
did
he
you-
only
vile.
ran one term.
Yeah.
new opinion on John Keynes?
Who is
Who?
I
that?
don't know.
Didn't wasn't
He
that a
didn't make
thing?
up a name.
He was
Isn't that
making
a
up the
thing?
guy.
Well,
They
no,
were-
Keynes made
So-
our shit.
Ryan,
are
can
you
you
talking
think
about?
about your 2 truths and a lie on the side so by the end of the episode we can do
I
it?
mean, I'm not gonna think about it.
Well, like, if it comes to you naturally.
No, if
Think about a lie right now. What's one thing you could lie about?
I'm not.
Don't say it out loud. Don't say it out loud.
That is a lie.
That defeats the point of the game.
Okay, my fault.
Okay, we'll wipe that from our minds.
Yeah, I like that. Just
Okay.
like how you
I
wiped
can't
my
believe I forgot
address
Ryan's
from this
race.
podcast.
Wait, are you talking about?
Okay. So you know how we came to agreement that after 16 minutes we would no longer say anything.
We
No,
did
yeah,
say
yeah.
that.
What if I put synonyms for each part?
But like they okay.
I think our more clever audio
Like-
listeners would be able to
like-
figure out who we are.
For audio listeners, he's gonna start doing clues on what my address might be.
For the smartest of you, you might be able to meet the real Ryan in
Yeah,
real life, and he won't even know you're coming.
yeah,
That's kind of the best part.
that's great.
I sometimes show up late at night to his house.
He does do that.
He
For
has-
audio listeners, he does do that. Sometimes.
Yeah, his bedroom's on the second story window,
Okay.
but I've gotten really good at climbing up so that I can look through the window.
He climbs like,
For
a, like
audio
a spider.
listeners, I will disclose this: there is a tree like right next to my window.
Yeah,
So.
I've
Oh,
gotten
now they're gonna know where you live.
I've gotten really
There's gonna
good.
like every house with a tree next to it.
That's 2 stories.
Yeah.
Well, that narrows it down to
That
like.
narrows it down a lot.
Well, they know we're in America.
No, they
No, they don't.
No, they do because nobody else can own a podcast.
Are you
Also, that in like
patriotism?
are you bleeping the school?
No, I'm just.
Like,
Well, he is.
I will. Yeah.
Oh, you are? I just said
Oh.
it though.
That's
Wait,
fine.
what if they?
Okay.
so now he's gonna have to watch.
now
the
they know
whole
that we're in high
podcast.
school.
Well, they kind of established that.
We could have
How?
established that shit.
Did we not?
We never
Okay,
did,
for our
but, like,
audio listeners, we're all high schoolers.
Yes.
For audio listener, Jamie's old and he's going to graduate.
Jamie's
Jamie's-
leaving. We're gonna have to call him back to do the podcasting again.
Either
That's
that, or
true.
we just
Have to
continue
fly
without
back.
him, or we find someone.
Oh, yeah,
with
dude.
an
Where,
intern.
where do you
going?
plan on going to college?
I'm still deciding.
Have you applied for any?
Yes.
Where have you applied?
CSU's.
CSU.
I can't tell
Maybe-
the podcast where I'm going to college.
Yeah.
Well, that'll also be a
you could.
violation of privacy.
Maybe the people.
There's like
That are
a
gonna accept you
million
or
billion
watching.
people that go to every college.
I think if they
They're
if
gonna find
people
the one
who would
Jamie
accept
that
him
goes
would
to
watch
your
this
college.
podcast, he would not get in. Actually, I would not get in.
Yeah, you're the one that
Yeah.
keeps talking about your race.
Do you know what you're gonna try and major in college?
Music.
Music.
Like just music or like production or
Still,
performance?
some schools have like music BAs or
Music,
BMs.
of course.
What does that mean?
Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Music.
Can you
So
get
it's
a
like,
doctorate in
it's like
music?
general.
I'm not getting a doctorate.
Can you be Doctor Music?
I mean, I've thought about it, but 12 years is a lot.
Well, you
Yeah.
can't get.
Well, yeah, you can't. But you can't learn the violin in 12 years.
Yeah, you can't do that. You
No.
have to do
It takes 20.
Everyone knows that.
Yeah,
As a
my,
violinist myself.
because that's why my brother's not that good. Because my brother plays the violin,
Oh, okay.
and he's not good yet. Because he's only.
Well, now I know that you have a brother, so like I
He's
know
not
exactly
quite
who you
20.
are.
He's getting there.
So people named Ethan that have a brother.
Guys.
Or in high school,
But yeah, we're narrowing it down a lot right now.
there's only like probably 300,000 options.
Well, there's probably more than that.
Yeah.
Ethan's with a brother? 300,000?
It's probably loud. Oh,
Hey Siri, how many people are named Ethan in the United States?
hey, for our audio listeners, Aiden just called up Siri.
He's said Siri.
Oh, well, this is starting in 1880. There's been 471,000.
You were pretty close.
Okay, I
So-
said 300,000.
Yeah, that's like current though.
Yeah,
Starting in
So I was
1880.
way overshooting it.
I think so.
I was thinking there was like 300 million people, and like a good amount of them would be named.
There's like
Ethan.
300
3
million
million?
people in
300
America.
million.
Yeah,
in
and
America.
like 3 million were named Ethan.
Something like that.
1%. Honestly, that like 1% of people you meet are named Ethan. I could see that being true.
Yeah, like 1 in 100 people is named Ethan. Like that's not that crazy.
Yeah.
Your name
Ethan
is
is a
well,
really common name.
There's
Wait, there's
a
4
lot of them.
Well, I mean, I put the E in Rage though. Not all of them.
Like
say
if
that.
we think about it in marching band terms,
Well, now they know we're
Well, they knew we were in band because I know you played
Yeah.
the flute and the
We've got-
violin.
we've got a good percentage of our marching band is made up of people named Ethan.
Yeah.
like a substantial
Like it's a
amount.
substantial amount.
Yeah.
So
like,
if that's our sample size,
it's like how much percent? Or, like 5% maybe.
no,
More
that
than
seems
that?
like a lot.
I mean, guys, did you know that according to the Rage Room, 25% of people are named Ethan
That's insane.
That's crazy.
in the entire country?
Oh my God, Ethan,
I
you were
can't believe-
exactly right.
Wait, no, stupid. Now they know. Now they know that there's
Well,
only
'cause
4 people in the
I
race.
know because if it was out of 100, it would be 4%. I'm like a little bit higher because there's less
Oh
than 100
my
people.
God, that's so smart.
No, it's not. It's called logic.
No, I know. That's why
For,
it's
for our
smart.
audio listeners, Aiden's an idiot.
I am
Real
an
audio-
idiot. I just failed the calc.
Audio
If you
listeners,
couldn't
they
tell.
just got owned.
Well, I didn't fail
Big
it.
time.
Why
I
don't you
haven't
tell,
done the
tell us
grade
about
back.
your calculus test?
Oh baby, oh baby. Have you taken calculus?
No, God, no.
You have.
I
Do you
have.
remember?
He's going into music. Why would he do that?
Yeah.
Do you
I'm
remember?
also going into music.
Do you remember
so-
related rates?
a little bit.
It was not fun. Derivatives with respect to time. No bueno. No bueno.
These are some big words.
Have
I'm
you
learning.
guys ever been asked to calculate the rate at which the radius is changing of a gravel
I
pile
actually- I
as
actually
gravel
have.
is being
we actually-
poured
maybe not
onto
gravel.
the
Can we
pile?
13.4.
That's probably it.
I think you need some numbers to solve that.
No, he got it. He got it.
Those are
So
definitely some
Can we-
every single gravel pile ever that they're pouring gravel on, the radius is expanding at 13.4 somethings per second.
No.
But what do you have units, or is it just like the units are up to you? Like it's
No,
always
no. 13.4.
Well, units are relative,
Like
right?
0.4 is the unit. 13.4s.
But that doesn't help with the unit because 0.4 is
No, you're
also needs a unit.
misinterpreting. It's always 13.4 something. So sometimes it's feet, sometimes it's inches, sometimes
guess-
it's millimeters.
I guess you could just make up your own unit that there's 13.
No, but he's not making these up.
and then it would always be right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, but I mean like you could. Therefore, his answer's right.
No, but that's not what he's doing. His answer is right for other reasons.
No, because he's just smart.
Do you want me
What
to explain it to you again?
Yeah, can you explain
He's
it?
a
So,
music major.
no matter what,
Yeah.
it's always 13.4 something. So it could be inches, it could be feet, it could be miles, it could be millimeters.
Right.
Nano
So what if
units.
it's not a direct multiple of 13.4?
Well, it is though.
Always. Okay,
That's the
so,
point.
so what we've learned is that always when gravel is being poured into a cone-shaped pile, there is some 13.4 units attached to it.
For our audio listeners, Ryan just pulled out a deformed teddy bear
Oh.
and
you got that.
threw it.
Yeah, that'll be on the thumbnail.
No, I won't. I'm not making a thumbnail for this.
No, you are making a thumbnail.
I am
for
making
this.
a
You're making a lot of thumbnails.
But it's the same thumbnail for every
Oh.
video.
No, we're making different thumbnails.
Am I gonna have to do this all?
You want me to draw?
Yeah.
You're
like
giving me a
logo?
lot of work here.
No, I think Ryan can cover our thumbnails. He's an artist.
I can draw something.
Well, you can draw Gojo really well.
I could draw.
Can
something
you draw
that
all
was
of us
JK.
as Jujutsu Kaisen
Can
characters?
you
just-
actually be far? I could.
Like who here would be what? Like if you're gonna draw us for
I
JJK
think-
characters.
I've only watched the first 3
Here's the thing.
episodes.
None of
I have
you are
no
like,
idea what they're talking about.
None of you are like Asian.
Well,
Yeah, but that's why we'd all be Gojo to
Oh,
cover
wow.
our eyes.
I am.
So you could be someone that's real.
I'm allowed to be a person.
You're
Audio listeners, Ethan is Asian.
yeah, he's 50%.
Yeah, that's-
And I am
they do
black,
that.
and so I could be Miguel from JJK because he is black.
And then, if you want to piece together the rest of the puzzle, me and Aiden are very, very,
Black. Yeah.
Caucasian.
very white.
You
Not
can
not
say
black.
something like that.
we're
Quite
white.
the opposite of.
We're white. Yeah.
Very much. I
Let's
mean,
just say if this
Aiden
was
even
the
more than me.
1800s, they would own
Is
Ryan's
it that much?
people.
Let's. Sidebar. I'm redder than you. I'm way more red than you.
Audio listeners, Aiden is pink. It's like
A-
worrying.
Aiden looks like a baby
I
mouse.
actually, it's, my skin is darker though.
We
Look.
did establish this in the beginning, though, that Jamie is
over?
very white.
We did
We did
when during one of our many descriptions of him.
No.
Well, the underside, but the top of mine is way dark. Well, Ethan, you're
I'm inconsistent.
you're
like
darker than
almost-
Ryan.
Yeah.
And
Audio
Ryan's
listeners,
black.
my underarm is much darker than Aiden's. Aiden's is very, very pale.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the rest of my arm is way darker than Jamie's, and my hand is red, and his is white.
His hand is red.
It's so
I
red.
don't know what that
Audio
would mean.
listeners, Aiden's hands are red.
I don't know why they're red.
Well, because you were like doing this, right?
No, they're just like always like
Okay.
this. Like sometimes if it's like cold, they'll get less red.
For our audio listeners, it is not that cold.
It is. I'm sweating.
For our
The
audio
rage
The,
listeners-
the
room
rage
is-
room is bringing the rage.
Yeah, it's quite hot in here.
Sorry, that's me.
For our audio listeners, Jamie is fanning himself as he acts slightly cocky about his.
For our audio
very
listeners,
attractive
I'm starting to feel
appearance.
I'm feeding
claustrophobic
you
and I might
grapes.
die right now.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Do you feel crowded?
I feel a bit crowded. For audio listeners, this room's a bit crowded.
If anyone can analyze the echo of our talking and calculate the volume of this room, I will give you.
Here, let's give him a
I will
clean-
PayPal you $1.
Let's give him a clean.
Of differing
slate.
volumes, of different
Yeah.
volumes. So like the quietest to the loudest,
So
or
silent, and then we'll do each, so they can kind of calculate it based on different
Yeah, yeah,
samples.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay, you start with the quietest.
This is the quiet noise in this room.
This is a medium level.
Huh?
So Aiden, that means you do the loudest.
So
one.
Aiden, you're the
It
loudest
is
one.
really loud.
So like this would be a loud noise in this room.
For audio listeners, Aiden just spoke really loud.
All right, so if you can calculate the area of the room based on how the sound travels through it,
Yeah.
that would be wonderful because we don't know.
I'll-
We don't know the sound inside of the room.
Yeah.
If
We
you
want
find
to
those
know.
numbers, send that to me, and I can fact check that it's correct. I will PayPal you $1 out of my -9 cents.
Ooh,
Yeah.
high stakes.
He'll
He'll
give
go
you the
farther
debt.
into debt.
I
No,
will
you know
go more
what?
into that.
If you get the room size right, you will be able to get a very exclusive interview. You might even be the next guest on the
that'd
podcast.
be
on
sick,
the
yeah.
RAJE podcast.
On the RAJE podcast.
We
Very
actually will
exclusive
not
podcast.
have a guest speaker until someone like figures that out. Then it's-
Our first guest speaker will be when somebody
Well,
calculates the volume
second
of
guest
the, of
speaker
the
because
third
we've already
RAJE
committed
room.
to one guest speaker.
Who?
Which one?
It's a secret.
Oh, it's a secret. Yeah.
Yes.
You guys
Oh,
know
okay.
yeah.
But I don't know.
You don't. Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
So for reference, I don't know.
So
You
for
will.
Audio listeners, I don't know.
so for audio listeners, Ryan has stated his unknowing of this subject.
Audio listeners, Ethan has summarized that Ryan does not know about this.
So for audio listeners, Jamie was just summarizing. Ethan summarizing how Ryan does not.
So
know
audio
about
listeners,
this.
I might kill myself tonight.
The RAJE podcast is going in his suicide now.
Yeah.
We're gonna become the Age podcast.
This is his suicide note.
Oh.
It is. This is my last recording of me ever.
Yeah.
It would be wild if we record this and then all die right after we upload it.
There would be a conspiracy.
There
Yeah.
could be well, actually, no one would even watch this shit. So it's
Well,
not-
after we all die, they probably.
They'd
would.
read-
We go through
Research
our
us.
phone, yeah.
Yeah, and they'd be like, "Whoa, what is this recording?"
Wait, they're gonna go through my phone?
Yeah.
And
I'm gonna have to clear.
well,
it's like a do not resuscitate, but instead of do not resuscitate,
Do not
it's
check phone.
like- Yeah.
Death.
or at least
DNC
clear cache before you check the phone.
DNCP.
DNCP.
DNCP, do not check.
But yeah, Ryan, that means you can just say whatever you want.
Dream
And there won't be any
SMP.
consequences.
I mean,
Can we
yes.
talk about the Dream
Someone might
The
SMP?
die.
Dream
We might die.
SMP. The great Dream SMP of
Dream
2020.
Wait, shut up. We might get copyrighted.
For a Minecraft.
For saying
For a
the Dream
Minecraft
SMP.
survival multiplayer.
Guys,
server.
Don't say those words.
dude.
He's coming.
He's what?
He's coming.
He's exactly doing
damn.
that.
Oh my.
The big green man.
Guys, it's been 37 minutes.
That's 37 good times.
Mr. Green himself.
I think this is the longest I've ever committed to anything.
Honestly,
37 minutes.
that might be real.
37 minutes. Wow. Your existence is pathetic
Yeah,
and meaningless.
How
Well, I
short
mean-
is your attention span?
like 3 seconds, dude. I'll be real with you.
Audio listeners, Aiden is conducting very
Audio
poorly.
listeners, he's
And
conducting
also nothing.
with the worst form. Oh,
For our audio
for our
listeners,
audio listeners, Aiden
Aiden,
attacked me.
Aiden just assaulted Ryan with a water bottle.
Might be the end of the RAJE podcast.
It's gonna just have to be the
is gonna be
G
it.
podcast.
The tension
now.
in this room is palpable.
You could palp it.
You could tell.
I'm currently palping the tension.
Okay, guys.
Orange
actual-
juice with pulp or no pulp?
Oh,
Ooh.
I'm gonna have to go no pulp, but I'm honestly
I don't feel light pulp.
I don't.
I'm
want
not
pulp.
that large of a fan of orange juice.
I don't want pulp in my orange juice.
because
feel like too much pulp.
I like the taste of orange juice, but it leaves like residue in my mouth, and I find that
Type shit.
quite
No, it makes my teeth great.
repulsive. Yes.
I feel like some light pulp is enough to give it a kind of texture, but not make it textured.
I'm not about the texture. For me, it's like
It's the whitest conversation
no,
I've ever had.
no
Yeah.
pulp, no
As a
pulp,
black man.
no pulp. Orange juice is like watery half the time. Like you're risking it if you're
That's
going no
true.
pulp
What do you
because
mean risking it? Oh,
like you might get watery orange juice, and nobody wants watery.
No pulp
juice.
orange juice is just like orange juice serum injected into water.
Yeah, it's like a risk.
Yeah.
But like if you get it with
I mean,
pulp,
just, what do you mean risk though? It's not
Like
gonna
you-
kill you.
no, but like it's not gonna taste good. Like
Okay,
you're not
but it
gonna-
might.
You're not gonna be
No, but
fulfilled.
like it's
Who's ever
like
died
flat
from a little
soda.
orange
It's
juice?
sweet.
yeah,
it's
nobody.
good.
What?
I like flat
Are
soda.
you
I like
advocating for
soda.
flat soda?
Okay, if I were to have a
What?
fizzy soda, then I would have a fizzy soda. But like I'm not mad when I get a flat soda.
Okay, there's things like pizza, where if you have cold pizza as leftovers, that's not. It's like a different experience, but still good.
Yeah.
Like a flat soda
Like flat-
after soda's been sitting out is just bad.
Yeah,
What's
no,
the-
I would
okay,
rather.
I thought you were
I'd
drinking
rather
beyond
not
it.
It's the
drink
wrong
it. I just
flavor.
rather-
It depends on the soda. If it's like a Dr Pepper, I'll drink that flat. If it's like a Sprite, that's just vile.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's
Sprite
the
is
problem,
just like
'cause Sprite
sugar.
flat is like my favorite.
Oh my god, die.
Flat Sprite is pure sugar.
I love Sprite.
It's just
I
sugar
love
water.
flat Sprite.
Yeah, it's
I'm-
literally just
I'm
sugar
about to
water.
rage.
It's
Yeah.
just sugar water.
What do you think I like, dude? Sugar. For our audio listeners, I like sugar water.
For our audio listeners, Ryan is a mosquito.
I know.
No, no, hummingbird.
Hummingbird.
I don't know why I said
Yeah.
mosquito.
Who is
Yeah,
blind?
no, that'd be blood. I don't think he does that.
We don't know that.
he might
You
contract.
don't know
some
me in my
diseases
free
from that.
time, so
Do you have malaria?
I don't.
Can you bite me and let's see if I get malaria?
I could in fact do that, and I think we get AIDS.
Oh, I forgot.
That's just because his name's Aiden, though.
No, it's
Yeah.
because he has AIDS,
Oh.
the disease.
Yeah.
Can we take a moment of silence here for Aiden's
Yeah.
AIDS?
For our audio listeners, we're taking a moment of silence. I think that's enough.
I don't think Aiden deserves this much.
That was we need to undo that silence.
Yeah.
Can we just all talk at the same time?
Can we, like,
so let's
I'm
just
good at silence.
start
if you want to
yapping
get a
at the
job,
exact
if you want to get a
same
job,
time.
they're
1995,
hiring.
I
You look
killed a
above-
family
they're
of
hiring
5
above
At
the
with
the
my
Spartan
car.
Final.
At the
There's
Smart
like a
Final.
there's like a link.
There's a
Ladder
sign
on
that
the
is-
ground.
If you want to get a
they're
job
actually-
and make some money,
They're
you can go
hiring
to-
at the Smart Final.
For our
Okay.
audio listeners, Jamie just cut us off.
It didn't work.
It didn't.
It
work.
didn't work.
We were late.
That's because Jamie's sub.
Okay, so
Subpar.
we've established his position in the podcast.
No, I don't.
No,
that's
just,
true.
no,
Sub.
no,
Jamie,
no,
the shortest
Jamie's the
member of the
unk
section.
because he's elderly.
I am not the shortest member. I am 6'6".
Yeah.
Oh.
I think Aiden's the shortest. He's standing at 4'8" right now.
Or maybe I'm
For
standing
audio
at 3'2".
listeners, I'm towering at 3'6".
In his tower.
Why is that less than what I said?
You were giving me too much credit.
Yeah. He's humble.
I'm humble like
No,
that.
he's very humble.
Genuine question, guys. Do you think our podcast would be better if we had a video version?
I think it would
Do
be
you guys
more
wanna
entertaining
see
for
us?
this one. But we can't do this at school. This would have to be when we're at home.
That can
Why
be
though?
arranged.
Why though?
We can
Because
make-
we're
we can make
in a
Discord calls.
We
secluded
go to
room.
Jamie's home.
No, I don't think we meant all go to one person's home.
No, that's what I meant.
Oh, is that what you
Yeah.
meant? We
That's
can
what
do
I would. That would be
No,
so
because
much,
like
Like an in-person
the
podcast video.
the physical intimacy that
It's
we
very
have
important.
together.
But these first couple can just be like this.
Yes.
This is-
I don't think
Yeah.
we,
we
should
got
do
we got to
video.
establish. We need the budget to afford a camera.
Guys, if
Well,
you want to
again,
donate to our
face
Patreon,
reveals have to be at VidCon.
please donate to our Patreon.
Yeah.
And you'll get exclusive rewards.
we could do that thing, the Anthony Padilla thing, where he just puts like a PNG of the guy there,
Yes,
so that we don't have to do
yeah.
face reveals. We can all have like we have like characters
Yeah.
that we just like we all are
So is
there.
it just gonna be Jamie in a room with 3 empty
No,
chairs?
they can't see you either.
Well, that's
We're
what it
all
is.
characters.
That's what this podcast
So
is.
we have a
as
still
JJK
we have
characters,
the-
and we can
like
go
how they
from there.
made like Amazing World of Gumballs.
Yeah,
like,
but
still
it's like-
images of the house with the drawn
Yeah,
people.
yeah, and we can like move our arms around, but our faces have to stay behind the PNGs. You know,
Oh,
that-
so we are actually there, but the faces are. So
ignore him.
Okay.
For our audio listeners, Ryan's acquaintance from earlier is now calling him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So for our audio listeners, he's texted me before, "Where you at on board?" I've never hang out
It's
with
kind of
this
bad
guy.
because
Little-
if he listens to the podcast,
Should we
he'll know
should
that
we
he,
answer
like,
the phone?
No.
No, because we can't have our first guest in yet.
Yeah,
No,
we've
that's so
already
true.
committed
Well,
to a
he's
first
left me a
guest.
But we've
voice-
committed to
he's-
someone else.
He's left me a voicemail. How much you want to bet it's the N word?
I would bet a lot that it's not the N word.
I would bet a lot more that. Well, I don't have anything to bet.
You have negative 9 cents.
He can bet
And
the
that's
9
going to be
cents.
negative 109 cents
Yeah.
if one of you guesses the volume.
We could bet stuff that
the
isn't
RAJE room.
money.
I bet.
I bet Ethan's virginity.
I bet my virginity.
For our audio listeners, Jamie is the only adult here.
That is true.
And I am not betting my virginity.
Yeah.
He might be taking some of ours though.
Guys,
I will not have any involvement with anyone's
For our
virginity.
audio listeners, Jamie low-key likes touching kids.
For audio listeners,
So-
Jamie made us
so
make this podcast so he
for
can feel
the-
like a child one more time before he leaves.
For the law enforcement, none of this about Jamie is true.
Yeah.
Uh,
For our
That
law
is true.
enforcement listeners.
for our college acceptance people, please let Jamie into college.
He
For
has.
college acceptance
I
people,
raise
hope
my
you
right
never
hand.
found out
Jamie
who I
has
am.
never molested me that I know of.
audio listeners, Aiden is raising his right hand.
Hey, for audio listeners, he's raising his left hand.
Audio
For
listeners,
our
he's
audio
raising both
listeners.
hands.
See, this is why I think it'd be better with like a video.
I think it would be, but
But I
also,
like
But
being
also
able to say,
people-
"Hey, audio listeners," and
Yeah,
then say
yeah.
something that they already know.
People will still like listen to podcasts as podcasts.
yeah.
So we
Yeah.
still need to say audio listeners.
Also, the fact that it's on
Do you know,
YouTube makes it like suck.
Sorry, I
I
don't want
you
to.
need YouTube Premium, yeah, to like listen to the
Yeah,
podcast with
yeah, with
phone
it,
off.
with the phone closed.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Put on Spotify,
dude,
right?
That's why I use
Yeah.
Muzi.
I'm gonna have to pay for that though.
No. They, the
No,
the
that's
listeners,
not us.
the audio listeners.
Like if you're listening to a YouTube video and you turn your phone off, it turns off.
No,
unless
I
it-
have to pay to put it on Spotify. I mean,
Guys,
well,
remember
we're not
to
doing
donate
it,
to
so-
Patreon.
Just put it on your music.
No, because
Your
the
music platform.
distributor I have only does music. I asked
No,
them.
just
I
put
asked
it on-
support. I'm like, hey, do you guys do podcasts? They're like, no.
Just do YouTube.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Okay, guys, I think we're gonna settle on just doing YouTube.
So we're gonna
Okay.
be on YouTube. Episode 10. If I'm not broke, these will be on Spotify.
Yeah.
But only for so
But if you guys-
How much-
episodes 1 through 10 are guaranteed YouTube exclusive.
Okay.
How much money do we need to make off of this to
If-
move it to Spotify?
when I-
How much
for
do
it
our
to be
listeners
worth
need
it.
to donate?
When my bank account reaches triple digits, we're on Spotify.
So 20, 40.
Does it cost like $100?
So never.
It's like I think what I'm doing for my music right now is like $60 a year.
For audio listeners, Ethan uploads music.
I do upload music.
you wanna plug
Not his
Your
own because
music?
he sucks.
I will. So in the link below will be my music and my Instagram, and also the Instagram and TikTok for this. I'm
And
gonna-
also Aiden's personal Instagram.
Yeah.
for audio listeners.
For audio
Um,
listeners, Aiden hasn't made a single post.
Aiden
except for one.
just touched me mildly inappropriately. For our law enforcement though, I don't mind.
Yeah. For our audio listeners, my Instagram will also be tagged in the comments.
Guys, let's do an exercise.
I draw.
Okay.
Let's all
Yeah.
close our eyes
Yeah.
and do the podcast as our listeners are hearing
Oh
it.
wait,
so
that's such a good idea.
everyone
okay.
close your eyes.
Okay.
For audio
I-
listeners, I'm closing my eyes.
For audio listeners, I am now an
I just
empath.
closed my eyes.
Okay.
So now this is what it's like for you guys listening to us.
Yeah.
Wow,
This-
I can't believe
this
that,
sucks.
that our audio listeners are blind. Like they can't see anything.
Wait, is it weird that I'm seeing red?
Is
Are
it
you
weird that
really
like,
angry?
I'm really mad. If you can, audio listeners, I'm frowning right now.
yo, is it weird that even when I open my eyes, I can't see?
For our audio listeners, Aiden opens his eyes, but I still have mine closed.
Guys, I was the only one closing my eyes. Everyone else had them open.
I had my
I-
eyes
that's-
closed.
I don't know, that's
closed for a solid.
I
I-
opened my eyes.
I can't.
Everyone
confirm-
had their eyes open.
I opened my eyes for 1 second. Everyone's eyes were closed.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, my eyes are open, but I still can't see. So
For our audio listeners,
Aiden's
Aiden
blind.
might have cataracts.
Aiden is blind.
Yeah. So
that
we
may
need to-
be the last time that I saw.
You know,
right before
Mr.
that.
Beast cured blindness.
He did do that.
You did. Can we get him on this
can we talk
podcast?
about
And then
Mr.
didn't he do a bunch of other stuff that was like
Yeah,
controversial
what
and bad?
didn't Mr. Beast like underpay his workers?
I don't
I
think
that's what I
that's
heard, yeah.
Is that what he did?
He's not gonna want to come on
I
the
keep
podcast
seeing like
after
I keep
this.
seeing like leaks.
Guys, Mr. Beast did not underpay his workers.
I love Mr. Beast. I eat Lunchly every day.
I know.
For lunch.
For audio listeners, Ethan eats Lunchly every day for his lunch.
Yeah, I actually don't know what happened with him. Was it
Oh,
just
guys,
that?
the website loaded on Hiroshima and Nagasaki.
Oh, okay. back to
It's a
Japan.
callback.
What are our numbers?
Blast from the past. Let's see this.
110,000 to 210,000.
Oh.
That is a what? They don't know.
I guess.
Well, I mean, the body's probably disintegrated.
Yeah.
The
it was
bones too.
an atomic bomb.
It's an atomic bomb, Ethan.
So I watched
So
the movie.
atoms. Oh.
Also, like,
I watched
Ethan,
Oppenheimer.
they don't. The bomb doesn't make them like a skeleton like in the cartoons.
also there's like,
it doesn't like blow off their skin and make them a skeleton that
No,
falls
but
down.
I've seen Family Guy.
but there's
Yeah, me
also
too.
like, isn't there also like radiation shit? I feel like it'd be hard to go in and count all the bodies.
I
Yeah.
would have done
Yeah.
it. If they had me, they
And like,
would've
and like the
done it.
buildings fall and
If,
stuff.
if it
like,
were me, they would have it down to the
Yeah,
tens.
liberal sissy hands, dude. I would go in there just bare.
and then you die.
No, I can't.
But
I
you
can't.
die knowing that you weren't a liberal.
No,
but
because
he
by
can't
that
die.
time I was ages 8 through 12, so I survived.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
Also, he can't die because he puts the R in rage.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, then we'd just be age. Like it doesn't.
We talked
who-
about this.
Is there anyone
So-
that we would
so
fall
if-
apart without? We're Jar without you. We're without me,
I feel like it's
Jer.
Jer because you
Jer.
are the A.
Jer. Jer. What does Jer mean? Wait, like how spelled Gear?
No, G-E-R.
J-E-R.
J.
Oh, Jer.
My name is not spelled with the G. Audio listeners.
Listeners.
I get
Audio listeners' name is not gamey,
J-E-R. I don't think that's a word. So I think we fall apart without me.
I guess. Yeah, that's why I said.
Because we can make a word without
Okay, but
everyone
rage
else.
with a J is also
Neither
not
is
a word.
age with a J. The only word we can actually make is R. without Jamie.
I don't think we can make a.
So wait,
in the
so-
best case of interest, let's kick this guy
Yeah,
out.
so if we didn't have Jamie in the podcast, it'd be better.
It would be the R podcast.
Yeah,
Like,
we
what
are.
have you contributed?
Do you want me to list it
Look
out?
at, it, look
Yeah,
at his
let's-
beard, though.
The beard.
Yeah, what would
Beard
we
is
do
number
without
He's
that?
contributed the beard. You know what? We can't do without the beard.
Yeah.
He stinks.
And, you know,
Stays
general
highly.
comedic relief.
If he
I feel like
stays, I
that's all we're doing. I don't know if we need more comedic relief. Need someone to be serious.
Ryan, you want to be serious?
I could be serious for the rest
Yeah,
of
we'll
the
be
podcast.
comedians.
No, I think he's the worst
for the
person
remaining
to
10
be
minutes of this
serious.
podcast.
I think
he'll
he's
be
the
serious.
okay.
I can lock in
No,
for 10
I think
minutes.
Ethan
I can
could be
lock in for 10 minutes.
I
Can lock in.
I can lock in for 10
Okay,
minutes.
okay.
Are we gonna take turn? Are we gonna rotate who's serious?
Yeah, well, we don't all need to be comedic, really. If you want two, you want
How about
us
one
two to be
person
serious.
We could do
Me and Ryan will be serious.
for
and you
audio
two
listeners.
can be comedic
Aiden and I
relief.
are going to be serious.
Yeah. Okay.
And
No
me and
more.
Ethan will be
No
the
more joking
wacky
around.
comic reliefs.
Well, just for us though.
Yeah.
They can joke.
That's not funny, Jamie.
Yeah.
It's a little funny.
Shut
No,
the fuck up.
Is this a family-friendly podcast?
No.
It is, but there is swearing, so
no?
children
18
need
plus.
to be
It just means it's
accompanied.
not.
13 and up need to be accompanied by,
Oh,
or sorry,
13 and up.
30 and below need to be.
You're
accompanied
a
1
by-
to 12, you're fine
Why'd you
to
mess
watch.
that up?
This is PG-13.
1 to 12, totally okay. 13 and up needs to be accompanied by parent.
That's not funny. We're not talking. We know that that's not what this is about.
Ethan.
You guys are making a joke right now, and I don't like it.
Ethan made an honest mistake, and here you are flaming him for it. You know what? You need
There
to
was a
get out.
severe lapse in my judgment.
Yes. This
And
vexes
I would
me.
like to deeply apologize. But before I do that, I have a really funny joke.
Okay.
I bet
So-
I'm not gonna laugh.
I will keep a straight face.
I bet I will laugh.
I bet you will too, Jamie. Okay, so
It's me.
what do you call? What do you?
Sorry.
What do you?
Don't
call-
even joke about that.
What do you call your pediatrician if they quack?
Insensitive.
What?
Duck?
The adductor.
Oh.
She's not that good.
That was not that funny.
She's not that funny.
That was a really good one.
She's really
Thank
not
you,
that
Jamie.
funny.
Thank you.
Audio
Yeah,
listeners, that was
well-
a really good joke.
So audio listeners, you get it because it's a doctor, but like with duck, because like he quacks.
Wait, what?
Oh, I didn't get it.
I didn't understand
It's
it at
still not
first.
funny.
It's not funny.
I don't like the energy right now. I think we need to get rid of our serious characters.
Yeah, let's.
We're gonna have to cut some of our.
I think
some of our
instead of
characters.
being serious, we just ended up being mean.
Yeah.
And like Debbie Downer.
Wow.
We should swap the serious character. Maybe you guys will be better
Yeah, maybe.
serious.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys can be serious. Lock in, gang.
Yeah, lock it.
There are
do
children
that.
starving in Africa.
Okay, so
For
now
audio
instead of
listeners-
Ethan,
Serious topic.
instead of Ethan, I am going to make.
This is a
I'm
very
going to
real
make
out
a
laugh.
joke. I'm going to make a joke.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm ready.
What?
Not.
What did the duck?
You suck. I hate you.
What did the duck say to the other duck?
Nothing actually. Ducks can't actually talk, so that's impossible.
Guess.
Who are
Why
you
would
to
you
say
say?
that's
Why would you
impossible?
say guess?
You can't say that that's impossible.
Why would the
How
ducks
do
say
you
guess?
know what's
You're right.
possible?
It's
Ducks
improbable.
can't talk and they can't
Wait,
say
guys,
guess.
are you ready for the punchline?
Yeah, I'm ready.
He said quack.
I missed it because I'm gonna break character. That was a really funny joke.
Oh my god. I'm not even in character. That's just my real laugh.
It is his real laugh.
That is his
It
real
is.
laugh.
Being completely
For our
serious,
audio
I guess.
listeners, he does that almost every day.
We have 7.5 minutes left.
For audio listeners, the pizza's here!
Oh, for audio listeners, I can't have any because I didn't pay.
For our audio listeners, when do you want to go get the pizza?
Soon before it gets cold.
You guys can all get a slice of pizza.
Aiden, do you want to go grab the pizza?
Oh yeah, I'll bring it in because it's gonna be
Alright.
wet if we leave
For
it
our
out
audio
for too long.
listeners,
The life of the party's leaving.
all right, we're gonna leave a cut.
And we're back. Okay.
Okay, so
That's all
Aiden
gonna be cut
is
out.
still-
Ethan's not gonna leave that in to make me
Aiden-
look stupid.
Aiden's still not here, by the way. But his phone is open.
This is
His
Ethan.
phone, his phone is open.
His phone is open. He
Podcast
we're gonna go
listeners,
on
who wants
Aiden's
to?
phone here.
We make an Instagram post.
We're gonna go
We could
to.
make an Instagram post.
We're gonna go to
First
Aiden's-
recording of the Rage podcast on this Instagram.
Where's this?
He was trying to open Amazon, but I think an Instagram
It's okay,
post.
it's okay. We're gonna
For our audio listeners, we're taking a picture on Aiden's
How do I
Instagram right
do-
now. It's the fucking camera, dumbass. Okay.
What is the story?
Oh, are we going?
For our audio listeners, we just made a photo on Aiden's Instagram.
First Rage episode.
First Rage episode is happening in this Rage room.
Aiden's first post.
Aiden's
It's
first
happening.
post.
Oh, our school's drumline is currently rehearsing outside.
Oh, someone's trying to get in. It might be, oh, we might be locked in. Okay. For our audio listeners, Aiden just got back into
The
the
life
room.
of the party is here.
The life of the party is
The
back.
life of the party has returned.
With a Mountain Mike's medium pizza.
That is not for you,
I know
Ryan.
it's not.
It is for me though.
it is for us.
Oh, that smells very good. Okay, guys.
Are we gonna be eating pizza for the last 5 minutes of this
Yeah,
podcast?
we do only have.
Honestly,
we have
this podcast, we have nothing left.
Yeah.
You know what?
Here's what I'm thinking.
That's-
Here's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
we end it here because if it's more than an hour, it's more digits and it makes
You're
it seem
right.
more intimidating.
That's true. We don't want to intimidate our competition. We invite
Right.
them because we want them to come on our
Okay,
podcast.
okay. Let's wrap it up here. Let's give a conclusion. In conclusion. Yes, go ahead.
I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. This is
Yeah.
actually a lot of fun to make. I hope we do make more.
I'm raging right now.
Hopefully
so
every
glad I
week,
got to rate
more
you
likely
guys.
every month, even more likely like 2 a year.
Even
More
more likely
likely
we forget
1 a
about
week.
this whole thing.
Yeah.
So
This might be the only.
we'll be
episode.
back. We'll be back in roughly a week.
Here's the thing.
Roughly.
Our
Roughly.
motivation will depend on the success of how this goes.
We'll
Yeah.
be back
Please.
somewhere from a week to never.
Like the video, comment, subscribe.
Look at the links in the description below.
nude photos in the comments below.
You,
Do not do
you
that.
don't have to do that one. I would actually suggest that you don't. And we'll see you next time. This has been the Rage Podcast,
And I'm raging out.
And I put the R in rage.
I put the A in rage.
I put the J in rage.
I put the E in Rage.
That's so beautiful.
Thank you for listening.
Good night.